being the time that the three kings or the kings arrive to bestow gifts upon the baby Jesus after following the bright star. Now, in some interpretations of the story, these kings come from different lands, and sometimes that these lands are warring lands. But despite their differences, despite whatever conflicts there may be, they come together because this bright light and the promise of peace draws them together. And so for the moment, they forget their differences and travel together toward this Prince of Peace. Now, Epiphany can also be translated as a revelation. And so we're going to use the idea of Epiphany in our meditation today. And the way that this will work is that I am going to take you on a short guided meditation. And then when my words end, the video will go off and you can meditate as long as you want. So let's begin. Let's begin by taking a comfortable posture, one in which you are comfortable, in which your spine is able to unfurl in a natural way, a posture in which you are feeling comfortable and stable at the same time. A posture that allows you to relax your body so you can just sit for as long as you would like to. So we allow our shoulders to relax, our hands to be placed in whatever position you can kind of forget about them for the moment. A posture in which any held tension can begin to release without trying to do anything different, but just allowing. Allow the shoulders to release, allow the neck to soften, allow your jaw to drop, and so you might even find that your lips are slightly apart when your jaw is relaxed. You could close your eyes, or if that's not comfortable for you, you can soften your gaze. And then we'll begin to draw attention to our breath, the vehicle of life force, the vehicle that brings oxygen and nourishment into our bodies. And we just pay attention as the breath comes in and the breath goes out again. You can notice the wave of your breath, the way that it crests and falls. You can notice if your inhale and your exhalation are about the same length or if they're different. Just paying attention. And as we continue to pay attention to our breath as it comes in and goes out again, you can actually invite the breath to help you release any areas of tension. And again, this is just an invitation. There's nothing that you actually have to do. And now begin to consider whether there are any areas of conflict in your life. Perhaps there is a place of unforgiveness within you that you really want to change. And it causes a conflict because you can't really let it go, and yet you want to let it go. Or it may be that you want to have an attitude of gratitude, but you can't quite get there. And this causes a conflict within you. or that you might want to change your diet or start exercising and you just can't quite get yourself to do it, and this causes a conflict. It can be anything. So we'll use the example of the Epiphany as a means of resolution. So imagine in your awareness that there is a bright star that is shining magnificently. Now, this may be a light that you can actually see, or it may be a light that you are just imagining. But there is always an eternal light, an internal light that is always shining brightly. So bring it to your mind now. And now imagine that you take whatever your conflict may be and place it in your hands and offer it to the light, to this magnificent star, to this eternal light. And notice that this light accepts your offering without condition. It says yes to your offering. And now just breathe into that release, that surrender, that letting go within you. And perhaps you have to offer it again. Perhaps you didn't quite give it all. But every time you offer any conflict, any disturbance to this light, the light accepts it. And you yourself become lighter because you have lightened your own burden. And so now, as you continue to pay attention to your breath, and you continue to imagine this light that is within you, that is all around you, accepting any burden that you have to offer it. Just allow yourself to be in a place of resolve for this moment, when all you have to do is know that the light is within you and that your breath is breathing you, and that in this moment there is nothing that you need to do but just be present. And allow yourself to be available for the light, for the unity, for the revelation.